Hello dear friends, in last lecture we started chapter number 1, relations and functions. Let us recall some basic concept already seen in lecture number 1. First of all, what mean by relation? See, for two non-empty set, A not equal to phi, B not equal to phi, any subset of A cross B is called relation, and usually is denoted by R. See, in that case, R is called relation from A to B. But whenever only single set is given for A not equal to phi, any subset of A cross A is called a relation on A. Clear? See, this is the definition of relation. And in last lecture, we already seen the type of relation. Reflexive relation. Now see, suppose R is any relation on set A. For example, let us consider A is equal to set consisting two elements 1, 2. And let us take subset of A cross A 1, 1, 1, 2. Of course, it is a subset of A cross A. Let us take one more set 1, 2, 2, 1. Let us take another subset 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. Clear? Reflexive relation means what? For all x belongs to A, order pair XX belongs to R. This one is true for every member of set A. Order pair XX belongs to R, then such a relation is called reflexive relation. See here, if we see the first R1, here 1, 1 is there, 2, 2 is not there, because that should be true for all x belongs to A. For 1 belongs to A, 1, 1 is there. For 2 belongs to A, 2, 2 is not there. So this relation is not reflexive. Here see, if you observe R2, there is no 1, 1 as well as 2, 2. 1, 1 is also not there and 2, 2 is also not there. So this relation is also not reflection. While in case of this one, see, 1, 1 is there as well as 2, 2 is there. So this condition is fulfilled for every member of set X belongs to A. So it is a reflexive relation. So for all X belongs to A, order pair XX belongs to R, then it is reflexive relation. Or in other words, for all X belongs to A, AX, R, X. Either you write in this notation or we can write in this notation also. In that case, it is a reflexive relation. Clear? Now let us see one more relation, type of relation, symmetric relation. Symmetric relation. See, R is any relation on set A. R is any relation on set A. Please see here. Let us consider A is equal to order pair AB. Sorry, set consisting two elements AB. Now let us consider relation R is equal to 1 AA, AB, BA, BB. Of course, is a relation on set A. Now see, if for all XY belongs to A, order pair XY belongs to R implies order pair YX belongs to R, then that relation is known as symmetric relation. Means x are y implies y are x, then it is a symmetric relation. See, of course, if x and y both are same, then what? Then x, of course, a and b, that satisfies this condition. Now here you can say that AB is there, A is related with B, same time B is also related with A. So this relation is a symmetric relation. Now after symmetric relation, let us recall third one, transitive relation. Say once again, R is any relation on set A. If, see this one is important thing, if x are y and y are z, these two conditions are given, then we have to check whether x are z or not. If x or z is there, then that relation is called transitive relation. For set notation, AB belongs to power set of U. That means A and B are any two sets. Let us define relation A or B if and only if A is subset of B. A is subset of B. Now, what mean by A or B and B or C? A or B and B or C. A or B means A is subset of B. B or C means B is subset of C. A is subset of B and B is subset of C. We can say that A is subset of C. So A or C. In that case, it is a transitive relation. Clear? That means when we have to check it, whenever these two conditions are given, then x or y and y or z both are given, then we have to check it. Now for example, let us consider A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let us define R is equal to 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 6. I am taking only 3 elements. See, there is a x or y is there. 1, 2 belongs to R is there. That means x is 1 and y is 2. There is no any other pair yz belongs to R. See that. There is no other pair yz belongs to R. So in that case, whenever single condition is given to us, then without loss of generality, we have to accept that that relation is transitive relation. That relation is transitive relation. For example, let us consider A is a set of all human beings at a particular time in a given society. Now let us define one relation R, order pair XY. X is wife of Y. X is wife of Y. Now see, X or Y means what? X is wife of Y. There is no other relation Y is related with that. Means X is wife of Y, then Y is male, and male cannot be wife of any other person. So that part is not given to us. Only X or Y is given to us. So without loss of generality, we have to accept that that relation is transitive relation. And one more thing, let us take one more example. Set notation 1, 2 and define R is equal to 1, 2 and 2, 1. 1, 2 and 2, 1. This one is the relation on set A. Now see, this is our X, this is our Y, this is our Y and this is our Z. Now see, X or Y and Y or Z is given. Means 1, 2 and 2, 1 belongs to R is given. But in that case, 1, 1 is not in R. See, these two conditions are given to us, then we have to check for X or Z. And in this example, 1, 1 is not in R. So this relation is not transitive relation. Clear? See, in this way we can check reflexive relation, symmetric relation and transitive relation. Now one more relation is there, that is skew symmetric relation. We already discussed in first lecture, but I would like to recall it, all the standard forms as well as all the definitions. Now see, suppose R is any relation on set A. R is any relation on set A. If X or Y and Y or X is given to us, X or Y and Y or X given to us, implies x is equal to y. That means x is related with y and y is also related with x. Then we can say that x is equal to y. In that case, that relation is skew-symmetric relation. Now you observe that A or B, if and only if A is subset of B. A is subset of B. I am taking relation as a subset relation. Now see, A or B means A is subset of B. And what mean by B or A? That is B is subset of A. Both are subset of each other. We can say that A is equal to B. So this relation is nothing but skew-symmetric relation or anti-symmetric relation. Now see, last time in exercise 1.1 only seen first part of first question. What is the example? Example number 1 that says that determine whether each of the following relations are reflexive, symmetric and transitive. That means we have to check it. And one more definition is that if any relation on set A, R is any relation on set A, if R is reflexive, symmetric as well as transitive, R is reflexive, symmetric as well as transitive, then that relation is called equivalence relation. Is called equivalence relation. Here we are going to check these conditions. Now see, first example already seen in last lecture. Today I would like to recall other examples also. Sub part 2 of main question first. Relation are in the set N of natural number. Defined as R is equal to order pair xy, y is equal to x plus 5 and x less than 4. This type of relation is given to us. Now see, this is the given in question paper. In board exam, what we have to write? Now please see here. Here, relation R on capital N defined as R is equal to order pair xy, y is equal to x plus 5 and x less than 4. Clear? So can we write that is equal to order pair x plus 5, because y is nothing but x plus 5, where x belongs to n and x is less than 4. Clear? So how we write it into set notation form? Please see here. If I take 1, of course 1 in n, we have to take x as a 1, 2, 3. Why? Because x is less than 4. If I take x is equal to 1, put here x is equal to 1 here, what you get? 1, 6. Take x is equal to 2 here. So what we get? 2 plus 5, that is 7. If I take 3 plus 5, that comes out 8. We cannot take x is equal to 4. Clear? Now say this is our R. R is this one. Now say we have to check this 3 types of relation: reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Now see, to check the reflexive relation, What is the title? Reflexivity. Means whether the given relation is reflexive or not. That we have to check. Now see, here you can see that, see, 1 1 is not there, 2 2 is not there, as well as 3 3 is not there. Not in R. They are not in R. And therefore, R is not reflexive. Now, second thing, what we have to check? Transitivity, symmetricity. Second part, symmetricity. Now see, observe here. 1 6 is there, but 6 1 is not there. 2 7 is there, 7 2 is not there. 3 8 is there, 8 3 is not there. So what we are writing here, 1 6 in R, but 6 1 is not in R. There is no need to check for other one. We have to mention only one condition, then we can say that R is not symmetric. Relation on N, because it is defined on N. Now see, once again 1 6 is there, but 6 is not related with any other element. 2 7 is there, 3 8 is there, but 2 7 is there, but 7 of something is not there. Clear? So what we have to write? 1 6 2 7 3 8. Third one, transitivity. Transitivity. Here 1 6, 2 7 and 3 8 are in R. Now see, 1 minute, all of you please hear. If x or y and y or z both are given to us, then we have to check whether x or z or not. Here only x or y is given to us. So without loss of generality we can say that, and therefore without loss of generality, R is transitive on N. See, 1 6 is there, but 6 of some quantity is not in R. If 6 of some quantity in R, then we have to check whether 1 2 6 to Z, whether in R or not. But so here any one condition is given to us, then we have to accept without loss of generality that relation is transitive relation. Clear? This type of sum 1 is seen. Now let us see. Third one, R is equal to relation R. Relation R. In the set Z of all integers defined as R is equal to order pair xy. X minus y is an integer. X minus y is an integer. See, here it is not possible to list out relation like as set notation form, like as this one. It is not possible here because it is an infinite set defined on set Z. Clear? So how to check it? X minus y is integer. That is x minus y is equal to k. K belongs to Z. So I would like to leave this sum for you. And exercise 1.1, first example, subpart 3 is also for you. That is in for homework. I would like to take one more example based on this one. Relation R. Relation R. In the set Z of all integers defined as R is equal to order pair xy. X minus y is divisible by 5. Is an extra sum. X minus y is integer, means multiple of any integer. And if x minus y is divisible by 5 means x minus y is a multiple of 5. X, if I take x minus y is even integer, means is a multiple of 2. Likewise. Now here we are going to check they are whether reflex symmetric or transitive or yes or no. That thing we have to check. Here, see in examination board exam we have to write in this way. Here relation R on Z defined as R is equal to order pair xy, x minus y is divisible by 5. Or in other words, we can write in this way also. X or y if and only if x minus y is divisible by 5. Clear? Yes. Now first part, what we have to check? Reflexivity. Reflexivity. Now please see here. We know that, see, all of you please see here, for all x belongs to Z, x minus x is equal to 0 and 0 is divisible by any non-zero real number and is divisible by 5. Clear? And therefore x or x for all x belongs to Z or order pair xx belongs to R, that is order pair xx belongs to R for all x belongs to Z, means R is reflexive. Relation on Z. Clear? Now see here. Second part, what we have to check? Symmetric. That means symmetricity. Symmetricity means what? Given relation is symmetric or not. To check whether given relation is symmetric or not is known as symmetricity. To check given relation is reflexive or not, that is reflexivity. And to check whether given relation is transitive or not, that is transitivity. Now reflexivity, it is symmetricity. What we have to take? So okay, for all xy belongs to Z, we have to take x or y. X or y means what? Given condition x or y means what? X minus y is divisible by 5. And therefore what happens? X minus y is divisible by 5. Means x minus y is multiple of 5. K belongs to Z. If x minus y is multiple of 5, can I write y minus is also a multiple of 5? Minus k, k belongs to Z. That means y minus x is equal to 5n. M is equal to minus k is also integer. And therefore y minus x is divisible by 5, and therefore y are x. And therefore what we have to write? For xy belongs to z, x or y implies y are x, and therefore R is symmetric relation on Z. In this way we can check symmetricity. Clear? Now let us check third one, transitivity. Transitivity, third one. Transitivity. What we have to check for transitivity? If x or y and y or z is given to us, then we have to check x or z. For all x, y, z belongs to z, let us consider x or y and y or z. Now, and therefore what happens? X minus y is divisible by 5 and y minus z is also divisible by 5. That means x minus y is the multiple of 5. Let us take x minus y is equal to 5k1, k1 belongs to z, and y minus z also 5k2, k2 belongs to z. Now our aim is to check x minus z is multiple of 5. Yes or no? That we have to check. Now let us consider x minus z. This one is important for us. X minus z is equal to, can I write x minus y plus y minus z? Subtract and add z. Sorry, y. Yes or no? What is x minus y? 5k1. What is the y minus z? 5k2 here. X minus y is 5k1, y minus z is 5k2. Take 5 common. What you get? k1 plus k2. Let us call is a 5k. K is equal to k1 plus k2, because sum of two integer is also integer. So therefore x minus z is divisible by 5, and therefore x are z. So what we proved? And therefore for all x, y, z belongs to z, x are y and y are z implies x are z, and therefore it is transitive relation, and therefore R is transitive on z. See, here we can write this R is also equivalence relation. Why? That relation is symmetric, reflexive, symmetric as well as transitive, and therefore R is equivalence relation on Z. Let us give one example, relation on Z, order pair x, y. X minus y is even integer. On same line you are going to check it. In place of 5 here 2 comes, multiple of 2. So this one is also equivalence relation. And here this previous example, we already noted previous example, that is also this one. Sorry, here see x minus y is an integer, that is also equivalence relation. This one is this example third, like as this example, like as this example. So it is easy to see that thing. Now let us see more examples. This first 4 part of example is complete. Main example number 1. 5th part. Now see here, this one is our social relations. See, Relation R. What is title? Relation R. In the set capital A of human beings in a town at a particular time, given by first part A, R is equal to order pair X, Y, X and Y works, X and Y works at the same place, then we have to check all these three possibilities, whether reflexive, symmetric or transitive. First part, what is reflexivity? Now see, for reflexivity, here R is given. X is, suppose, 1 minute, before that reflexivity, we have to denote R. Here, R is equal to order pair X, Y, X and Y works at the same place. Very, very easy this sum. Clear? Now first part, check the reflexivity. Now we know that for all x belongs to A, X and X works at the same place. Yes or no? Person itself with him works at same place. So X are X. For all X belongs to A, or that is order pair XX belongs to R for all X belongs to A. Yes or no? Yes. And therefore R is reflexive. R is reflexive on A. Next we have to check the symmetricity. Second part, symmetricity. For all xy belongs to A, x or y, or order pair xy belongs to R. Means what? X and y works at the same place. X and y work at the same place. Can we say that y and x works at the same place? Yes, we can say that. Therefore, y and x works at the same place. And therefore y are x, and therefore for all xy belongs to A, x or y implies y are x, and therefore R is symmetric on A. Third one, that is transitivity. Clear? So for all x, y, z belongs to A, x are y and y are z. X are y and y are z. Means what? And therefore x and y works at same place, works at the same place and same time. Y and z are also works at the same place. Can we say x and z works at the same place? Yes. And therefore x and z works at the same place, that is x or z. So what is conclusion? And therefore for all x, y, z belongs to A, x or y and y or z, x or y and y or z implies x or z. And therefore R is transitive on A. See, R is reflexive, symmetric as well as transitive. So R is an equivalence relation, and therefore R is an equivalence relation on A. Clear? Similarly, I would like to give this part for homework, second one, B. R is equal to order pair x, y such that x and y live in the same society, same locality. See, same is to previous one. X and Y work at the same place, or X and Y live in a same society. So only wording is there. We have to use this word form. This one. In previous example, we are using X and Y works same place. So I am leaving this one for homework. Clear? Now let us see C part. C part. R is equal to, one more part is given to us. C part, order pair x, y. X is exactly 7 centimeter taller than y. X is exactly 7 centimeter taller than y. Means the difference of height of two persons x and y is 7 centimeter. Difference is 7 centimeter. Now, first part, reflexivity, let us check it. See, a person x is not exactly 7 centimeter taller than x. Yes or no? It cannot be. Difference of height is person with only x, person x, y, x and x. No difference, 0 centimeter. And therefore xr is not x, for all x belongs to A. Or order pair xx not in R, for all x belongs to A. and therefore R is not reflexive on A. Second one, what we have to check? Second thing, what we have to check? Symmetricity. Symmetricity. Now see, for all xy belongs to A, x are y, and therefore x is exactly 7 centimeter taller than y, and therefore y is not exactly 7 centimeter taller than x, definitely, but natural, and therefore y is not related with x. That is order pair yx not in A, and therefore R is not symmetric on A. R is not symmetric on A. Next, we have to check third one, transitivity. Transitivity. For all x, y, z belongs to A, x are y and y are z. X are y and y are z. Or order pair xy belongs to R and order pair yz belongs to R. One and same thing. See, x or y means what? And therefore x is exactly 7 centimeter taller than y, and y is exactly 7 centimeter taller than z. So what can you say about x and z? X is exactly 14 centimeter taller than x, and therefore x is exactly 14 centimeter taller than y. That is, x is not exactly 7 centimeter taller than y, and therefore x is not related with z, and therefore R is not transitive on A. This relation is not transitive relation. Agree with me? Yes. And now see, let us consider fourth part of this same example. Fourth one. D part, R is equal to order pair xy, x is y of y. X is y of y. Now see, if we take x is y of y, then x is female and y is male. First one, reflexivity. For all x belongs to A, x cannot be a wife of x. A person cannot be a wife of same person. So x is not related with x. Say x is not related with x. For all x belongs to A. That is, order pair xx is not in A. For all x belongs to A. That means R is not reflexive on A. Yes or no? Yeah. Next, what we have to check? Symmetricity. For xy belongs to A, x or y, and therefore x is wife of y, means x is female and y is male, that is x is female and y is male, and therefore y cannot be a wife of x, and therefore y is not related with x, and therefore R is not symmetric on A. Here third one is important. See, transitivity. See, for xy belongs to A, x or y, therefore x is wife of y. Now see, x is wife of y. There is no person z such that y is a wife of z. There also there do not exist z in A, means any person in set A such that y is wife of z, because y is male, and male cannot be wife of any other person. And therefore, see, keep thing in mind, whenever x or y and y or z both are given to us, then we have to check x or z. If any one is given to us, then except without loss of generality, that relation is transitive relation. And therefore, without loss of generality, R is transitive on set A. So, in this case, if x is wife of y or x is husband of y, they can change this relation also. In that case, that relation is not reflexive, not symmetric, but transitive. Now, one more relation, R, that is E. One more relation, R is given to us. R is given to us, order pair xy. X is father of y. On same line is our social relation. X cannot be father of x itself, himself. First one, reflexivity. What we have to write? For x belongs to x, x cannot be father of x. It is not possible. So, x is not related with x for all x belongs to A. That is, order pair XX is not in A not in R for all x belongs to A. And therefore, R is not reflexive on A. Let us take second one. What we have to check? Symmetricity. Clear? So for x comma y belongs to A, x or y, and therefore x is father of y. That means y may be daughter or son, but daughter or son cannot be father of a person x, and it is not possible, and also not that y cannot be a father of y, x, and therefore y are not x. That is, order pair by x is not in R. So this relation is not symmetric, and therefore R is not symmetric on set A. Now we have to take third one, transitivity. Transitivity. For x, y, z belongs to A, x are y and y are z. That is possible. X is a father of y and y is a father of z. That thing is possible. Then we have to check whether x are z or not. Here x is father of y and y is father of z, and therefore x cannot be a father of z. ગુજરાતીમાં કહીએ તો શું થાય? દાદા થાય. પપ્પાના પપ્પા દાદા, એ કોઈને પિતા કહી શકાય નહીં. And therefore x is not related with z. That is, order per x z is not in R, and therefore R is not transitive on A. Clear? Now I would like to give you homework. Illustration 1 to 6. Now you are able to solve illustration 1 to 6. Clear? Illustration number 1 to 6. Leave for you. Illustration 1 to 6. I am leaving for homework. See, rest of thing we are going to see in next lecture.